Welcome back to Your Health in Your Hands. We're talking about cardiovascular disease. Specifically, we're talking about how your diet affects your cardiovascular disease. We're speaking specifically about the Nigerian diet and some of the pitfalls with the Nigerian diet. Fruits and vegetables, very important. That's what we said last time. Now, other things you want to take are the good fats. You want to take good fats. Omega-3s are very important. Found mainly in fish, but there's a caveat with that. With fish, you've also got toxins. You may not always get the good enough omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are extremely important for your brain and for your heart. In fact, they found out that pregnant women who take good doses of omega-3 fatty acids tend to have healthier and smarter and more intelligent kids than those who don't take enough omega-3 fatty acids. So just a side note for you to take to heart. You want to reduce your servings of pounded yam, energy-rich foods like eba and tuwo shinkafa and things like that. Take more vegetables. Of course, meat does have its issues, so you want to watch your meat intake as well. When it comes to the don'ts, one of the top things I want to mention is you want to reduce your fried foods. Again, as you grow older, your body is not able to withstand these foods, withstand the damage that comes from these foods. Fried foods, once you fry an oil, especially something like a vegetable oil, canola oil, once you fry them, it changes their properties into becoming toxic. I can't think of a more apt word really, but they become toxic in the system. And too much of that over a period of time, especially if you're taking it at night, you're eating all these fried foods, fried plantain, fried this, fried that, fried yam, fried this, it creates reactive chemicals. So you want fried foods, they create chemicals that again react with the lining of the blood vessels and can cause damage and inflammation, and therefore can be so much, eventually can cause again endothelial damage. You want to reduce your levels of refined carbohydrates, your levels of refined sugars. When I talk about refined carbohydrates, we're talking about pure and applied sugars, and also you're talking about things like processed foods, what is known as junk food, having all those donuts, the hamburgers, the fries. You want to reduce those as well. Again, you want to watch out for soft drinks. You want to watch out for sodas, alcoholic drinks. I know I'm touching on some sore points here because after a hard day's work, everybody wants to go chill, go relax, have a beer or two. As long as it's a beer or two, maybe that's not too bad, but you just don't want to keep on downing those pints. When you were 18, when you were 19, 20, you could handle those things. But the cumulative effects of those things will now begin to, again, cause damage to the lining of the blood vessels. Other thing I've found out that has been so important is fiber. Now, fiber, we're not talking about grains as much. We're talking about, there are certain vegetables that have high levels of fiber that can be extremely beneficial, because what they do is that once you take fiber into your system, and the average is that you should take at least 20 to 40 grams of fiber a day. There's one I actually buy my already formed fiber. It comes in a jar. You can get it from the health food store. What that does, amongst other things, it's one of the most healthy things you can do for yourself, is that once you take it into your system, and I put it in a powder and drink it with water, it actually slows down your body's absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. So if you take fiber with a full meal, for instance, a meal of eba, for instance, it actually reduces your body's absorption and therefore reduces the spike that happens of sugar. And so it's a slow progression. And what did we say? The slower your blood sugar rises, the easier your body is able to deal with it. So as the blood sugar is rising slowly, your body takes the sugar, sends it to where it needs to be sent. But if it's sudden spike, your body just takes what it can handle, and the rest is left in the blood system, and your body just tries to store it somewhere else. And usually when your body tries to store it, it stores it as fat. most especially belly fats. And that's why you see, as people grow older, you see a lot of fat being stored in the belly, but also in the thighs as well, and the buttocks and other parts of the body, and the hips. So you just don't want to do with that. You don't want to have excess weight. Again, excess weight is a big risk factor for cardiovascular disease. So back to fiber. Fiber is very important. It does a lot of things, including reducing your blood sugar levels or helping your body regulate your blood sugar levels. In the next section, we're going to be talking about the key nutrients that you need to be taken on a daily basis, not once in a while now, on a daily basis. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to say, to gently point out that you may not always be able to do this only on a diet alone. You may not always be able to go to the farmer's market and get these things. So we're going to suggest ways by which you can supplement, there's the word, supplement your diet to ensure that you get enough of these nutrients on a daily basis. We'll be right back.